Hello and welcome to the Edges of Earth. My name is Brock. I'm walking through the major market. I've been walking through here for quite a while now. There's so many different places. They sell pretty much everything here, from food and drinks to shoes. I'm actually walking through the clothing section. It's about 5:30 p.m. I could probably spend an hour just in this shop alone. There are so many places. Some of the things don't have prices, like for example, shoes. I think you kind of have to ask to figure out how much some of these things are. But, oh my God, from clothes, hats, shoes, sweaters, this guy's selling stereos and CDs and music. Over here, you have olives and leaves that you can buy, and yogurt, more olives. This is like the olive section. Anyway, so I'm gonna go basically outside, come around and go from a different angle. Oh my God, it's like sensory overload. Everywhere you go, inside and outside, it's just loaded. Now I see tons of electronics and watches and more electronics, even socks inside the electronics store, and purses and belts and bags and food over here. Let's go back in. So I turned this way. We have more clothes, more shoes. Over here, there's a lot of jewelry and rings and such. I have to get a ring before I leave this country. I will probably buy one here. What else? Coats. It's definitely too hot for a coat right now. It's so hot in here. It's probably like 40 something degrees Celsius today. It's very, very hot. They're on rollerblades. Interesting. It's very different. I mean, stuff like this you would never see back home in the USA. When I travel in other countries, I like to go to markets because where I'm from, you don't shop like this. You go to a giant mall and that's it. And it's totally AC and everything. But here it's like condensed into one supermarket and every shop is just small. I don't know. It's just a different feeling. It feels like I'm in Asia. Southeast Asia. Out here is a giant jewelry area. I've never seen so much jewelry in my life. Maybe Cambodia may have a section that might be just as big, if not bigger. I forget where I was, but the jewelry here is really something. It's very, very beautiful. So basically this whole area is just jewelry, and plus behind me there's a little bit, and then you go out here and you have like a spice market. So here are tons of spices. Like literally you can go shopping for gold and silver, and then 10 steps over here, you're buying some dried apricots, dried fruit, nuts and seeds, and I have no idea what these things are. So apparently these things are dried vegetables. I had to translate it to figure out what it was. Turns out it's a dried vegetable and they use it for something called dolma. I googled a couple photos of it. It doesn't seem to fit, but I believe the man. I showed him the photo and he says, yes, this, so dolma. So there's a castle here. I guess I want to look inside really quick to see what it looks like. It's like right in the middle of the city, and the main bazaar is just like literally right here. I could throw a rock and hit it. It's very close. So no idea what we will find in here. So it looks like there's a few more people selling some arts and crafts, maybe? I don't know. There is a giant tarp thing. I don't know the name, but it looks like it's from Mongolia. There must be some type of event happening over here. So it looks like they have an official museum here, but I'm not a museum type of guy. I'm just curious what it's about. I don't know, it just says museum. Sustainable Turkish Italy-Greece joint project for restoration and promotion of small objects of ancient Kanesh in Kayseri Museum. So I guess a lot of ancient things like this little horse. So I'm not going in, but it says these are some sarcophagi, a sarcophagus from the Roman period, which is 1 to 2 centuries AD. Azerbaijan, Georgia, Armenia.
Ermenistan,
We
yeah.
say Ermenistan.
Yeah.
What is your name?
My name is Talha.
One more?
Talha.
Talha.
Yes.
So Talha stopped me a moment ago and he's saying, come down this street, it's cool. It's like called Art Street. Yeah?
Yes.
Art Street. So
Exactly.
they sell a lot of art. It's really cool. I'm gonna stop and look at some of those back there in a second. So there's a lot of umbrellas above us. Looks like there's people painting and there's like necklaces. Wow, it goes very far, huh? Oh, what is this? Wow, look at that. I believe this is some type of ancient language. It's a number system or
Yes.
something. Old language.
Very old.
Yeah. Oh my God. I've seen photos and documentaries of this a long time ago.
This complex education.
Ah, education complex.
Yes. Education
It looks like an old
complex.
mosque, no?
Mosque and school.
School?
Yes. And bath.
And a bath.
Yes.
Ah, yeah, yeah,
complex.
Yeah. Interesting.
If
Yeah.
you want to visit,
I don't know. It's possible? Cameras are no problem?
possible, no problem.
Okay. The cameras no problem?
No.
Okay, let's go. Do you have time?
Let's go. No.
Okay.
I have time. This pastirma, name of this pastirma, and this sucuk, very famous in Kayseri city. Very funny.
Yeah.
Very funny, right?
Yes, it's cool. Very good. Çok güzel. Oh my God. Thank you.
When I painted.
Yes. Bon appetit.
Good.
So he was kind enough to chop a slice off. It's so big. Let's try it.
You can eat it right.
Oh my God. That's really good.
Delicious.
Yeah.
This beef.
It's not too salty or anything. I don't know how to describe it. I've had salami before. When I was in Africa, I had something called biltong, something like this. It's really good. If you come here, you have to stop at this shop and try this stuff. It's amazing. Wow. This. Sucuk, yeah?
Sucuk.
All right, we're trying sucuk.
Pastırma and sucuk, very famous.
Yeah,
in
totally
Kayseri.
different flavor also. Wow. It's a totally different spice system complex than I would have imagined. I don't know which one I like more. I think I like the first one more, mainly because of the texture. The flavors are different. They're both good, but the first one has a texture that's very unique for meat.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Well, people would come here
Yes.
to learn what? What would they learn here?
Learn language education.
Like-
Come here if
oh,
you want.
we're going this way. They learn language here. What language would they learn? What's an example? What's one?
Fars. You know Fars?
Fars. I've heard
Persian.
Persian.
And
Persian.
Arabic.
Persian and Arabic.
Yes.
Okay, interesting.
This Ebru.
It's what?
Ebru.
Hebrew.
Yes.
The style of painting.
Yes. Ebru sanatı, yes. Art. This art very old.
So basically, you can come here and take a course and learn how to do this style of painting, or you can just come here and buy some of the art.
Calligraphy. Come here if you want. Kolay gelsin. Arkadaş çekim yapıyor da turist kendisi.
Mesela böyle şeyleri yazıyoruz, tabaklara. Kaligrafi. Şunu da okursan Türkçeyi halletmişsin demektir.
People can come here and learn from this expert, and he can teach you how to create this stuff, or you can come and buy some of the artwork he's made, or he can even write your name and create a piece of art with your name.
13 year.
1-3. 1-3 or 3-0?
1, 2, 3.
3. So
3-0.
3-0.
Yes.
Wow. So he's been doing this for 30 years. Wow, that's amazing. Wow, it's just
Okay.
wow. It literally took him 1 minute and 41 seconds to create that amazing piece of work. Inside this room, what piece of art is his favorite and why?
En favorisi ve en büyük olan. Evet. En büyük.
Favorite picture this.
Catalpa leaf.
This leaf because this leaf very most big in the world. Yes.
Okay, yeah, it is big.
And
It's big.
Birds.
and
the bird?
bird.
So his favorite piece of artwork is this giant leaf. He says it's the biggest leaf in the world. I don't know which tree it is, but on it is Arabic and it says God Almighty.
Bak benimle paylaşsın. Yani
Tamam.
tekrar. Goodbye.
He say share from.
Spray airbrush.
If you want, we can visit.
So this is the wife of the king, and she was the one, apparently many hundreds of years ago, who made this mosque
Yes.
and the bath
Yes.
Okay.
And school
and the school.
together.
Apparently, my name is Seyyah Effendi,
Yes.
which means Seyyah is traveler, Effendi is what again?
Mr.
Mr. So like Mr. Traveler.
Yes, exactly. It's,
Very good.
welcome, Seyyah Efendi.
Seyyah Effendi. So here's another tomb. A man died in 1414, and his tomb was here. And then in 1886, they constructed this building around his tomb. So we're going to enter a clock that was made in 1906.
Welcome. Aqua Tower.
Clock tower.
Yes.
So we're entering another building that was built in the 1200s. The 1200s, that's like insane. This is similar to the previous place. There's like a small school or education in here also, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
And like a bookshop, like a library, photocopy, and a
Small.
water fountain. Do you want to go swimming?
No.
If
you want.
If you go, you number one, me number two.
Do you know water very important for education?
Water? Why?
Yes, because while you study, you can tire it, right?
Yeah.
Because you need relax time. Water make relax.
You have to stay hydrated. So we stopped to have tea here. I am falling in love with Turkish tea. It's very hot. Cheers to something else. Cheers to what?
Money.
Not cheers to money.
Money, more
yeah,
money.
we need more of that in my life.
More money.
Oh my God. The other man who helped me, we stopped and had some tea. at the little cafe in there. And then Mustafa came over, sat next to us, and started to talk. And then his cousin came, Nazif came. I sat there for like, I don't know how many hours, a lot of hours.
Yeah,
my butt hurts.
Maybe 5.
Yeah, 4 or 5, like a long time. And we just talked about, yeah, we talked about a lot of cool stuff. It was fun. This is the city center, yeah?
Yep.
So it's kind of cool at night. You can see behind me the giant mosque. Anything you want to say to people who are interested in coming to Turkey?
Don't come to Kayseri.
Don't come to Kayseri.
Not
Yeah.
come to
So
Kayseri.
when you are from a place, your place is like boring. Yeah.
Yeah. it's
So I would say this. I would say the same thing. Don't come to my little area in the USA because it's so boring. But maybe it'd be fun for you. But I like this place. I like it. I think it's cool. Yeah. How about you? Do you have anything?
Have a nice travel.
Have a nice travel. Yeah. Well, thank you for hanging out with me and drinking tea and coffee, or tea and water. It was fun. Wow, so today was fun. It was perfect. I bumped into some local people. They came up to me and kind of offered to show me around, and another man, we just sat at a tea shop and talked for I don't know how many hours, but it was really cool. This is kind of why I travel. I mean, I don't really travel for the beautiful buildings and the parks and the food and the landscape. Basically, I travel for people. So today was awesome. I got to hang out with some local people and learn more about the country. Thank you to all of you who helped me today. I appreciate it. It is literally like a ghost town here. I was walking through here earlier and you had to walk sideways to get through because there were so many people. Now it's literally a ghost town. Wow, even in there, unbelievable at night. I definitely want to stay longer and explore more, but I think my next place will be the most famous place in Cappadocia. That's it. Thank you all for watching. Remember, your time is running out. Start living. Take care.